won Super Bowl 59.
Dude, it gave me goosebumps watching it.
Rivian pulled up to the stadium with the snow tires on, the tinted windows. Many men came on, and it was just a murder.
This guy wins. Look at his record. Look at his stats. Thank God he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
You can mark this down. I think the Eagles are hosting the NFC Championship game.
I don't care how it looks at this point, as long as it's a win.
Vaughn came up with it.
Oh, Bond's an animal.
That guy's playing at an all-pro level.
I mean, you could have heard that from a mile, dude. That stadium was loud.
Lock in, Bruce. Another Speaking Birds. What is up, my Bruce? My bird Bruce. We are back. It's another Speaking Birds. It's your boy Speaks here, and we're joined today with the boy John. What's going on, man?
How we doing? How's it going?
Oh, man. You know how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it's going. Monday night, Eagles in Los Angeles facing the Chargers. Man, they fall in a brutal fashion in overtime to the Chargers, 22-19. And boy, that was a loss for the ages. I want your initial thoughts, but I think initially for me, I'm throwing in the towel. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm waving the white flag. I was trying to be positive. Going into this game, it had all the makings for what could have been a get back on track game. You have 11 days off since you faced the Bears on Black Friday. I mean, you should be rested. The game plan should be good. Execution should be good. And they come out and they play one of the worst games I've ever seen. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I mean, let's wrap it up with a go Birds, and we'll get out of here. Because
No, not so quick. Not so.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, I mean, you said it right there. You have 10 days to install something on the offense to get it together, and it looks like a fucking joke out there. And you know what? That goes above Patullo. That's on Nick Sirianni for not getting involved
100%.
enough. I mean, the offense was just lackluster, if you ask me. Hurts probably his worst game ever in the NFL. Just doesn't look the same. What is it? 3 games now? Looks awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on that. Yeah. What happened at halftime in Dallas? What happened? It's November 21st. We're 8-5, or no, we're 8-2. Talking about the first seed. We go into the locker room. 14 days later, whatever it is. Now we're 8-5, and I think we could be bounced from the playoffs.
Yeah, we're spiraling. There's no doubt about it. We are spiraling, and I said that last week. If this isn't a win, I mean, I don't even I have no faith. I mean, next week we got the Raiders. I don't even know if we beat the Raiders at this point.
Oh, it's sickening. People are talking about how, they're gonna win. They're gonna. Yeah, I don't think we can beat any team in the NFL at this point, and that includes the Raiders. And you mentioned okay, so you have this time. This was a must win. I mean, statistically, okay, it's not a must win, but the spiral to put an end to it, to get back on track, it wasn't lost on this team how important this game was. The players, the coaches, everyone in that building should know how important this was and they keep throwing on the vibes, the stupid vibes, Bunny, the vibes. For the vibes, they should have known how important this game was, and they go out and they do that. It just, I mean, I don't know.
The stupid ass fucking Bunny can just,
The vibes, Bunny.
go in the fucking trash. That might be the lamest thing I've heard in fucking 10 years, dude. You're going to bring in some blow up fucking Bunny, dude. I mean, I thought we were adults.
Well, and this is me maybe being a little negative, but I think they're trolling. I think the coaching staff, I think the coaching staff, and Sirianni says he has nothing to do with it. The locker room's the players' area and whatever. You can't believe a word any of these guys say anymore. I think they got so in their feelings about Kevin Patullo's house getting egged. I think they're trying to be cute. I think they know the season's over with. I think they're trolling the media and the fans at this point. And I'll say that. I think that's what's going on. I mean, a vibes, Bunny.
Kevin Patullo's house getting egged is like the least thing I'm worried about. At this point, I'm ready to start throwing bricks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unreal.
You got Hurts' stats. Let's get into Hurts first. There's a
Yeah.
lot to get to, and there's a lot going
For
wrong.
sure.
Let's start with Jalen Hurts here.
Jalen Hurts went 21 for 40, 52.5%, 240 yards, 4 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, a 36.25 QBR rating.
God, that's awful.
And listen,
he was awful.
I mean, a lot of the throws were high. I think 2 of the picks, at least the one pick AJ Brown should have caught over the middle. Now that was a high throw, but that's an easy catchable ball. But like, there's times where like in the first quarter, he takes that 9-yard sack, and I look and there's a guy wide open over the middle. You know, he's just not
100%.
seeing it. He's not seeing it, and he's not. I hate to say this because he did throw 4 picks, but he's still not like unleashing it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He's scared to throw it, which I think leads to more turnovers.
Right. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, his timing just isn't there. There's people open, you know, as we're watching the game and they do the replays and you can watch it after the game on his decisions. Like, there are people open. There's better decisions. And like we've talked about, is it coaching? Like, what's the balance between bad scheme, bad play calling versus, hey, things are there and Jalen just isn't reading it. He's not reading the field. He's not anticipating what should be there. It's almost, when you watch it, it's almost like you're watching somebody play backyard football and you just kind of tell someone like, go run. And like, hey, maybe you'll be open. Maybe you won't be. I mean, at this point, he should know defenses. He should be able to read it. He should be able to sling that thing to an open receiver.
Not only
with
that,
ease.
like you see, you know, the defense shows 0 blitz. They're coming. You know what I mean? He just throws the moon ball to AJ every time. You know what I mean? He doesn't put anybody on a hot route. It's just, you know, oh my God, they're coming. Here comes the moon ball. And it's a 50-50 ball at best. You know what I mean? Which at best. So,
you know, even if it's 50-50 with AJ Brown, you take it. And he had a great throw and AJ Brown drops it. But before we move on, let's stay on Hurts here a little bit.
the particular one I was talking about was overthrown.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, I mean, I don't know. He's never been just a consistent quarterback. And
Yeah,
now he doesn't want to run it. I mean, look, Justin Herbert goes out there with a mangled arm and is putting his body out there on the line and winning games. And you want to stand up there. Jalen Hurts wants to stand up there and says he'll do whatever it takes to win. Well, how about you don't turn the ball over? How about you don't throw an interception on the 13-yard line in overtime on first down?
That was a bad throw, and he blew that. Although that was a great play by the corner going out on Goddard, knowing that it was Jahan Dotson behind him was open, and he came off. And that's a great play by the corner, but that's a really bad throw. Really, really bad throw.
It just it's not being risk adverse. If you're putting the ball in harm's way at that point, I don't know. I mean, you can't coach the stupid out of you. If you're that dumb, then that's uncoachable, and that's on you.
And how about this one? Like, maybe this was first or second quarter, but the play before, you got AJ Brown sitting down over the middle, and then he Hurts flushes the pocket going left. AJ Brown runs with him. He's staring at him the entire time. Doesn't throw the ball. Runs it. Gets like an 8-yard gain, maybe, or something like that. You know, a couple yards.
I know what you're talking about.
And then the very next play, throws a pick instead of just. I mean, that play would have went for at least 20 yards, 30 yards, possibly a touchdown.
Oh yeah. I mean, there were multiple examples of that. I mean, on the one interception, I think it was across the middle. You had, I believe it was Smitty or Dotson on a seam route, wide open. You know, has a step on his guy.
You know, I am starting to believe it's Hurts. He's not getting through progressions. He's not seeing it. You know, coaching sucks. All aspects of the offense suck. There's no doubt about it. Coaching hurts, the offensive line, everything. And the wide receivers had one of the worst games I've seen them play in, you know, a few years by far. But you know,
I mean, you hit it right on the nail. I think, like, we're at the point, and it's a sad point to get to where there's not one thing that's wrong. This is unfixable. This is like everything, like all of our statements can be true here. The coaching is awful. Jalen Hurts, is just not playing good football. Everything. The offensive line is not playing good. Statland isn't coaching good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's every aspect of the offense.
It's pathetic. It truly is pathetic.
Yeah, it's mind blowing too because you see things like a guy like Tank Bigsby who's averaging a bunch of yards running, and they continue to just feed Saquon and give Tank Bigsby 1 yard. That's a coaching thing, but towards the end of the game where we're just getting loss after loss or stopped at the line, it's time to switch it up, man. It doesn't take I know I'm a nobody, but common sense tells me you got to change just the slightest thing. Let's put a different speed back in there. Let's try something different. You know what I mean? It's just fucking annoying to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. I mean, and people look, there's been Tanner chatter since I know within us, since the Chicago game. And it's getting louder and louder. And as an organization, you're not going to bench Hurts. Although, there's a difference between like flat out benching and a little phantom injury here or there. You know what I'm saying?
Me, obviously, yeah, they're not going to go away from Petula as the play caller, and they're not going to go away from Hurts as the quarterback, and that falls directly on Nick Sirianni to me. So he's going to fall on his own sword, in my opinion. And then if you have this big spiral, again, to me, it's like now you really have to contemplate whether this is your leader. You know what I mean? I get the stats of Sirianni, winning and all that, all these games he's won, but to not make changes when things are at the worst they've been, you're going to fall on the sword. Then it's on you.
And you're supposed to be the vibes guy, the rah. You were hired for your quote unquote mental, your intelligence, your heightened intelligence or whatever they call it. And this is the locker room. This is 2 times, 23 and now, where you are commanding a squad that is collapsing, and you've been unable to fix it. You've been unable to make any sort of changes that will lead to positive play. It's baffling. And I'll even, what do you think about this? I don't even think it's all on Sirianni. I think, what's he going to do? He can't quit. He doesn't want to fire his guy. Laurie has to step in at some point as the owner, the guy who signs all the checks, the guy who put together the cash for this offense, and has to step in and demand something gets changed. We're at that point. He has to intervene. I mean, this is insane. This is what are they worth? $1 billion plus, $2 billion, and this is the product that you're putting out there.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last night. Laurie should, you're charging $15 for a water in your fucking stadium, and this is the product you're putting on the field, and people are paying for this shit, dude. You should be
embarrassed,
money back,
ashamed, embarrassed. Yeah, that's theft. I don't know. He's got to step in. He has to step in. He's the head honcho.
It's time.
And you said they won't go off of the play calling. I don't know. Is it too late for that? Are we spiraling? Do we not want, Parks Frazier? We talked about Scott Loeffler. None of them.
It's way too late now. You have to ride because now you're really making yourself look bad if all of a sudden you finally fucking make a change after 3 straight losses. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Again, it's so frustrating to even just sit there and watch anymore. I don't even know if I'll watch this week. That's how pissed off I am.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I don't know. It was all around. It was brutal. It was a gut punch. And when you're just watching, Hurts turns it over twice in one play.
Dude. First time since 1978, I think they said.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. If we're going to continue on the offensive woes, and people I was on Reddit after the game, I just pop in there and see what people are defending AJ Brown, and I get that. I get wanting to defend him, but at the same time, again, we talk about these things. Two things can be true. He can be contributing, but he can also be hurting with his. I think it's a lack of effort. I don't. Is that what you're seeing out
100%.
there?
Yeah. This actually, and I'm the biggest AJ Brown fan,
I know
and
you
I
are.
hardly ever speak bad about him. But last night, what I saw was a complete lack of effort, and that really fucking pissed me off. And to see him give up on the route and miss that first throw over that bomb, that's probably a touchdown. But the main thing that I really saw after that, in the first half there, he gave up on 5 straight run blocks that could have made a fucking difference. And that
Yep.
like, you're not playing through the whistle. You're blocking, and then all of a sudden you let go of the block and you turn around and Saquon's right there and he needs the block and you're not fucking playing through the whistle, dude. That's a problem to me, and that's fucking disheartening.
Well, I
You're
said
supposed to
this,
be
and
this leader, you know what I mean? And you're not even fucking, like, either play the game or get the fuck off. That's where I'm at.
exactly. I mean, you got the C on your chest, and you're gonna act like that. They should have ripped that thing off weeks ago, in my opinion. But, and I said this to the chat, and this might be an overreaction, but his negligence and his lack of effort is going to get somebody hurt. I had that realization on that screen to Smitty when he just whiffs the block and the
Oh, that
dude
was
comes and
awful.
blows up Smitty. Like, you keep doing that, maybe one of these times you're gonna get one of your teammates hurt. And if that's the case, then you got to get off the field. You got to be benched. It's dangerous for you to be out there at that point.
I don't give a fuck about your stats or anything like that. If you're not going to give effort, then you shouldn't be on the field. You know how many people on the street or just even in the organization that would beg for that fucking opportunity, and you're just out there just fucking wasting it away?
Yeah. Well, he gets the opportunity because he's a freak specimen.
Yeah, but
And that's what if see he's gifted with his body type, and so he can act whatever way he wants. He's not one of these guys that has to work extra hard and be the best teammate and give effort on every play, because he's got the body type, and he can just get through his career by, everyone's always going to want him out there. Doesn't matter what he does. He can hang his teammates out to dry. He can give limited effort whenever he wants to. He can cause issues in the locker room. He can be a cancer, but who cares? He's a freak body type.
yeah, well, the tides are turning here for me. Done defending.
Well, I
that
think
shit.
he's gone. He's gone after this season. He's 100% gone. And I'm even thinking maybe on that ball where he T-Rexes it, where he hears footsteps, he's probably thinking to himself, "I'm out of here. This is a lost season. I'm not giving my body up for this.
Yeah,
I'm
scared.
gonna have a
He is.
contract extension at the end of the year with a new team."
Scared. That's what that was.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
About had enough.
About had enough. Let's see here. Any more? Do you have any more offensive stats here for us?
Yeah, I mean, AJ Brown had 6 catches for his 100 yards. Whoop-de-doo. 16-yard average. No TDs. Smitty had 4 catches for 37 yards. Goddard had 8 for 78. Goddard looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, a bit of a Goddard game.
Yeah. See too much, on him. Other than that, nobody else. I mean, Darius Cooper had 1 catch for 19 yards. The run game seemed to go a little bit better now. Really, the big main play was the fucking fake tush push to Saquon that went for the touchdown. Other than that, he's what, 60, 70 yards, you know what I mean, again. So, but he had 20 attempts, 122 yards, 6-yard average, 1 touchdown. 52-yard was the long touchdown.
Like, Saquon's he has fuel in the tank. It's his offensive line. I don't know what's going on. Are they that banged up? Are they too tired from playing late into, playing in February last year with the Super Bowl? I mean,
Again,
on?
They're stacking the box and we refuse to audible out of it. You know what I mean? And they're not only that, where we don't have enough guys to block the situation, but they're all, even when we do, and if the box isn't stacked, the offensive line is getting absolutely no push. It's pathetic. I've never seen anything like it in my life. The inability to run the ball is fucking insane to me.
We brought this up, or we talked about it in the group chat. I mean, at some point, and we're long past this point, Stalin has to take accountability. I mean, he's partly to blame for this. He's the offensive line coach. He's a run game coordinator. I mean,
I'm sick of hearing we got to be better. Let's just fucking get better. Like, stop talking about it and be about it.
I don't think they have this. I don't think the coaching staff has the football acumen. Like, I don't think they're equipped with the knowledge to do it. Right?
I don't know.
Or
But when,
else he
when your
would do
pass
it. Or
game,
else he would do it.
yeah, but when your pass game don't work and your run game certainly ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? It's just nothing's fucking working. I don't know. I don't know what the idea is, but every time they get no push on the line, zero fucking push. In fact, most of the time they're getting pushed back.
Running out of shotgun.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. And so yeah, so at the end, well, let's see here. That made
Well,
me think. So oh, go ahead, go ahead.
one last thing is I don't really blame Saquon Barkley. Like he has nowhere to run.
Oh no, I don't. I don't. Yeah. I
He's
mean,
the one guy to
he's
me
got no.
that's fighting. You know what I mean? Trying to get a fighting chance and has heart. He's the only one I'm really seeing out there with some fucking heart. Now Smitty's got heart. Goddard looked good again, but other than that, I mean, I don't see heart in any of these other guys.
No. None at all. Like to talk about like the offensive line as well. I mean, you got Jordan Mailata who runs on his radio show. I think he was the one that's like, we got to clean up the penalties, this and that, and then he's over here holding dudes when, you know, and we can discuss whether or not it was a hold, but by letter of the law, I mean the refs can call that. So that took
Sure.
a pivotal touchdown away, and then I think he had another hold, taking away a big play. I think it was on the Hurts scramble for the first down. I think they called it on Juergens initially, but I think they said it was Mailata.
Well, he was holding fucking terrible on that fake tush push that went for a TD.
Yeah.
They didn't call that one. That was
They didn't
fucking
call that.
awful.
Yeah,
So,
egregious.
yeah.
I mean, it's like, come on. So, I mean, what's up with is it his like his technical skills that's
Technique.
slipping, or is he that exhausted?
I don't know.
Then you
what's
got
going on.
Dickerson
Get
who's
off
getting
the
injured
goddamn-
every.
Yeah, get off the goddamn radio show for fuck's sakes. Let's
Yeah, I
start there.
think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's time to give up the radio show for just a minute. If you wouldn't be so bothered, if you wouldn't be so bothered to maybe focus on the football side of your life. I don't know. I mean, again, well, you were probably a radio personality before you were a football player, so that's why. Yeah, because people would want to hear you talk if you weren't a Philadelphia Eagle. You could do that. You were good enough to listen to without your football career. So
Yeah, why don't you
so
go
why
to
don't you keep
fucking
the radio
American
show?
Idol?
Yeah, do another Christmas. Do another
Please.
Christmas album, for Christ's sakes. Enough with the Christmas albums. Sickening.
Yeah, like you
All
said,
right.
Dickerson's hurt every other fucking
Oh
play,
my
dude.
God.
It's insane, dude.
I
It's
will say
insane.
at some point I'm like, my boy Dickerson, like you did what you needed to do here. Like I want you to be able to walk when you're when you're 30. You know what I mean? Like his body is so banged up. I mean, the knee surgeries, all these surgeries, the back surgery at this point.
Yeah. Don't you want to be able to mow your grass, dude, on your fucking lawnmower? You know what I mean? Like,
Those
God
grass,
damn.
dude. He's gonna need assistance in the bathroom.
Yeah, no
This
shit,
guy.
dude.
I mean, yeah, it's
Unreal.
not good. It's not good, and I really don't see it getting any better. And like, you know, the idea of, you know, we have a phenomenal defense, and the idea that we can ride them is it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic because you keep them out on the field. I mean, they got tired. You saw them. They got tired. You know, they put together the overtime stop to hold them to a field goal and put us in a place to win. But if your quarterback is just giving the ball over and trotting you right back out there, it's not a formula to win games, unfortunately.
But no, yeah, I mean, even when he's not turning the ball over, it's a lot of times it's 3 and outs or quick, quick punts. You know what I'm saying? So it might as well be a
Mhm.
goddamn turnover. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah, 100%. Even the special teams played well last night offensively. You know what I mean? Britton Covey put you in position to, with quality returns.
Yeah.
I mean, every aspect but the offense looked great. The defense looked great. Even fucking Adoree Jackson had a great game. I'm gonna give it to him there. Another good game there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Dory.
Plus, we had
He got
7
thrown around.
sacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get into it. The defense was I guess the star of the show. I can't say that, but no, they definitely, man, they played really good. 7 sacks, like you said. I think Cooper
Yeah.
DeJean had a great game. 2 critical pass
Breakups.
deflections.
Yep.
Yeah.
Byron
Q-
Young
Q-
had 2 sacks.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Jalex
that was
Hunt had
good.
2. N'Kobe Dean had the sack fumble.
That was disgusting.
And Jordan Davis had 2.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis played a
Jordan
great
Davis
game
had a
too.
great game. Yep.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Dean
Um,
looked good. I will say this, that overtime where they scored the field goal, Dean was off the field the entire time there. It was Campbell.
interesting. Huh. Wonder why.
Don't know. I'm
Let's
sure we'll
see
hear from
here.
Vic.
Thought Marcus Epps had a pretty good game. Better than I think Sidney Brown would have had.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there was times though I looked at the D and it's like, that one big it was like it was in the first quarter. There was the first drive they scored on. The running back got out of the backfield, caught that ball,
Yeah.
and like the linebackers were just like standing still right there. I'm like,
Oh
what the
yeah.
fuck? So
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I
know
think
what
there
the
was
call was there, but nobody had the running back. I don't know if it was man or zone, but somebody's got to account for that guy.
I think that's the one. Yeah, where like Dean and Bond were just kind of standing together on the one side of the opposite side of the field. It's like, my God, and then Bond chased him down.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Other than that, they got it together. I think so.
Yeah, and you would hope that this D line would have feasted. I mean, the Chargers O line was super banged up. I mean, I think they were down to like third stringers, at least for their tackles. I think.
And then one guy got hurt in the middle of the game. I don't know
But
if he ever
yeah,
came back
good
in
on
or
them.
not.
Q had that pass interference again. I mean, letter of the law, but that was a pretty weak
Ticky-tack.
call. Yeah,
Got to keep it close.
for sure.
I don't know. You can't hook a guy like that. Now, how much he hooked him was very minimal in my eyes, but you definitely can't. You can't be holding him like that. So they're gonna call it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah, so defense came to play, and I don't know how these guys, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and this offense can get into the same locker room with these guys and even like look them in the eyes and not just be ashamed. Like, you got one side of the ball, one side of the team, giving it their all, bring their end of the bargain, and you guys are just pathetic.
Sickening. You know who else is fucking pathetic? Jake Elliott.
Oh yeah, well, let's talk about
Actually,
Elliott.
you know what? I'm gonna ride that back right before I say that, but this is one thing that this is definitely on Sirianni. So we get down there. This is the field goal where Elliott misses. Now we get down there. Sirianni, instead of having the offense on the field, sends the kicker out, then calls a fucking timeout, ices his own fucking kicker. Then Hurts can't even find his fucking helmet. Like, I don't know where the fuck that's at. I thought we were a fucking NFL franchise professionally. Can't find his fucking helmet. Then so they think they bring Hurts back out. They think we're gonna fucking take a shot where they're in prevent defense, and instead of running the ball and getting any fucking yards to get closer, Hurts throws a ball fucking 10 yards over the receiver's fucking head out of bounds.
Just
sails
it
and
over
then they
the
trot
sideline.
the fucking Jake Elliott back on, who they just fucking iced by your own fucking coach. It's like mind-boggling. Like, that right there is shit that I just don't even fucking understand.
It almost seems like they're doing it on purpose.
I've never seen anything like it in my entire life.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, like, it's like, are they trolling?
It's
Are
kinda
they
funny 'cause
are they?
like, I don't hear anybody talking about that. And like, am I the only one that fucking noticed that? Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I noticed it. I mean, I think it did have something to do with Hurts not being able to find his helmet. And then you have Saquon trying to give him his helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's a
go out there
concussion
with,
waiting to happen.
yeah.
Put another man's helmet on.
Wish Hurts would have went out there without a helmet.
Yeah. But I don't know. So I'd have to go back and watch because they called the timeout to bring Jake off. So I don't know if that's when they used their last timeout. Maybe they couldn't have run the ball. But even still, like, hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, keep your offense on, run the fucking ball, get a little bit closer or throw something, you know what I mean? Call the timeout then, and then bring your
Right.
fucking kicker on. Like, that's completely on Sirianni to me.
And if his one job is to do that, like,
It makes no
game
sense.
management directly falls under his purvey. Is it purvey? Something like that.
Yeah. Blows
I
my
don't
mind.
know. Yeah. I don't know. I agree with you. It was sloppy. It's not something that an NFL franchise should be doing this late in the season. I mean, Christ, it's almost mid-December now.
And while I'm at it, before I get off Jake Elliott, I mean, he misses that. It's time to move on from Jake Elliott. I got some stats here. Over the last 2 seasons, out of 42 qualified kickers, Jake Elliott is 37th in field goal make percentage with 77.2%, 42nd in 50 plus make percentage with 35.7%. He's 5 for 14 from 50 plus, which is fucking awful. And he's basically been one of the worst kickers in the league at this point.
It's not great. Aside from his playoff run last year, I mean, he probably would be gone. He had a very, very bad regular season last year. Turned it around for the playoffs, you know, had a couple of clutch kicks, and now he's back. But I agree with you. It's time to start looking. If only, man, Dick, like even watching Dicker on the other side, man, if only that we could get a kicker like that to fall in our lap. Man, if only.
Yeah. It's like, hang up
Jeez, I
the
wonder.
golf and the pickleball, dude. It's time to lock in for your job.
I don't know if my sarcasm was picked up, but we had
Oh, yeah.
Dicker
Yeah.
in 22. For those of you that, yeah, I know you know, but we had Dicker right on. And I even thought to myself, you know, because he won that Arizona game for us on a walk-off field goal. Man, I thought to myself, like, do you just and that's an organizational thing as well. I mean, I get you're loyal to your guy, Elliott. You know, he won the Super Bowl in 17. He's been solid otherwise, but I don't know, man. That kid was special. That kid was special, and
He's got the
I
best
had the
percentage
thought.
in the league.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a stud, dude. We had him.
Definitely
Yeah.
time to
I
move
don't
on.
know.
Definitely time to move on.
Bring in bring in Tucker.
Oh, it's the guy from the Giants that kicked the ground. Kim or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even want to botch it and get
Here,
flagged.
let's look it up.
Get flagged
Get
there.
flagged. Oh yeah, it's Young Ho.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Young Ho Koo. I don't want
I
to.
don't know how you didn't break your foot kicking the ground like that.
He's like, and then he said the snap was bad. It's like, buddy, you just kicked. You kicked the floor. You kicked the ground.
Lay off the socky.
So this to me was the 23 Seahawks game. If you want to draw parallels to these collapses, let's get something straight here. That we are in a collapse.
Sure.
There's people out there that are, oh no, we can turn it around, and this isn't 23, and I don't want to hear that anymore. This is the collapse. It's happening. There are direct parallels. I think this might even be worse than 23, if I'm being honest. We are playing week in and week out just to hopefully get that wild card exit, because we're not beating any team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing is we got the Commanders twice and the Raiders. This, so likely we could probably still win the division, but it's 100% a collapse, and we're probably a first round exit.
In your heart of hearts, do you think we beat that Commanders team even once?
I do. I believe so, but I got no faith in the offense. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, the sicko in me is like, all right, let's beat the Raiders here, and then like Statement win in Buffalo, and then it's like, you're trying to be optimistic, and you're lying. I'm lying to myself when I put these scenarios in my head. It's awful. It's not good. And you know another thing that really irritates me, and I get that it's part of the game, but this attitude on the podium, and it's the same thing over and over again, and you hardly even see any emotion out of Hurts or Sirianni. Oh yeah, we're gonna evaluate everything and blah blah blah. I mean, show us that you're actually mad. Show us that you care. Show us that like coming out and getting embarrassed like this and playing one of the worst games I'd say any team has played offensively this season. Like show us that like you care.
I mean, honestly, they should just get rid of the post game fucking presser shit. Like, because it is the same thing over and over. I gotta be better. It's on me. It's always the same fucking thing from the coach to the fucking quarterback. It's like I'm tired of hearing it. I don't even want to fucking hear it, so I don't even tune in.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Just get rid of it.
Irritates me. What a missed opportunity. What a missed opportunity.
Well, you know what? Like when you look back, was the offense really that good, or were we just being masked by wins? You know what I mean? The offense has not been that great the entire year.
Right. It's been pretty horrible.
So I'm not surprised. Now it's finally being exposed by better teams.
Yeah. And to your masking point, it was look, we were playing some tough teams. Look, you know, we had Green Bay, we had the Rams, we had the Chiefs, and you're thinking to yourself, like, oh man, these are dogfights. We found a way to win. But yeah, I mean, we were getting masked by like the schedule and being happy we got those games, and the offense just it wasn't.
It's not a quality product. I can't think back on this year that there's a game where I'm like, man, that offense looked fucking good. There's not one that really speaks to me.
Maybe that second Giants game, but you know, how bad are they?
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, there's not been a complete, and these are professionals. These are professionals who get paid millions of dollars, who have, you know, an off season, a training camp to put this stuff together. And this is what we have to endure. And at that point, you got to think, well, you got to think, I mean, Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, you know, big time, big guy in the locker room, big franchise guy. I mean, he should have his pulse on everything that goes on. That no one on the offense should be able to take without him knowing about it in that building. But no, here we have to endure this.
Yeah, it's awful. Spiraling. Before we get off anything here, I did want to again give Britton Covey he had 4 kick returns for 103 yards, averaging 25 apiece, and 3 punt returns for 54 yards, averaging 18.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to him, although he almost coughed one up. But
I'm like, I I think it's gonna happen every time.
Me too. I'm scared to death.
I'm like, here's the. I think how we got rid of Gibson though. I mean, yeah, he was injured, but
when's the last? I couldn't even tell you when we had the last time we've had a punt return for a touchdown. I honestly,
it's a good question. I mean, the obvious answer is
Sproles. Was the last thing. Yeah, that's the last thing I can think of. Was it? I don't know. Maybe Quez Watkins did one. I can't remember. I don't want to go that far.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look it up and we'll
get back. I'll hit up my boy Rube.
Hit up Rube. Rube will know. Rube will be like, you know, interesting fact. Well, back in 1906, it was snowing on the ground, and there was a player. But it's like, my God, dude, how do you know this? He's great with those like little tidbits,
for sure.
Yeah. Anything else on the loss? Anything?
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do when we do the pregame show. I'm not going to say the Eagles get back on track and it's fucking 27-21. You know, fuck that. Dude, I'm done saying it.
I
Broken
my
record.
prediction was that we were going to get back on track.
Yeah, yeah.
I did say the defensive line was going to get to a hobbled Herbert, which
Sure.
I was right about. But I guess it wouldn't take a genius to know with their offensive line. All right, well let's do a little macro. Let's do a little macro here. So number 1 seed off the table. All right, we're not going to get that. Or is it? No. But looking at the NFC East, Dallas Cowboys could come in and win the division.
Sure.
It's very possible. Yeah, I mean, look, we have the Raiders this week, then we have Washington, then we go to Buffalo, then we have Washington again. Do you go 2-2 with that? Are we a 10-6 team? Or no, what would it be? 10-7? I would settle for 11-6. What about you?
For sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, I'm looking at Dallas's remainder of their schedule. So they have Detroit, the Vikings, the Chargers, and then the Commanders. So pretty tough schedule for them. We're going into our easier part
Yeah,
of our
God, I was like, man, I don't know. If man, I'm just I don't yeah, I'm looking at
I was
our
wrong on that.
Eagles past schedule. We're like PTSD, man. Like, yeah, we haven't been good in. I mean, Eagles scored 10 against the Packers, 16 against the Lions, both defensive, wins.
I lied on
It
that.
just
I had the wrong schedule up. So they play the Vikings this week. They play the Chargers. They play the Commanders, and then the Giants.
okay. So yeah, Chargers should be playing for something.
Yeah, you're looking at and the Vikings, not a
Yeah,
walked over
not a
team.
walk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I mean, basically, we got to get away with 3 of these games to win the division, in my opinion.
for sure. I could easily. I mean, at the same rate, I could easily see Dallas winning out and putting some real pressure on us.
Yeah, it's going to be tough though.
And at that point, we fold. Pressure. This team can't handle pressure.
Sad.
Truly is.
So if
Truly
they win
is
out, they would
sad.
be 10-6. We're at 8-5.
Yeah, we're at 8-5 right now.
Yep. So yeah, we need 3 games, considering if they win out.
Jeez. It's gonna, man. It's gonna be rough. And they would hold any potential tiebreakers over us as well. Because they won the head to head.
Yeah, I thought we tied them head to head.
Did we didn't? Oh yeah, we did beat them. You're right. You're right. I
don't know
thought
how
they
that would
swept
work.
us.
No,
Pro-
beat them the first game. I don't know if it goes to points then or what, but
I think it would go to. I think it would go to like in division record. No.
I'm not sure. That's a Clayton question.
Yeah, then it would move to best record within the division.
Which if we
And
I don't know what they are in the division, but we dropped to the Giants once, but if we win out, we would be
yeah, we still have those 2 against Washington.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is all happy, feeling himself.
Oh, I'm sure. He can sense it.
Just a weird, I don't know. I don't know why they do this 1 year up, 1 year down thing. I mean, it seriously needs to be like looked like what's the deal here? I think I know what I think Howie mismanaged this offseason. I've been on the record saying that I think the champagne stayed out a little too long. I don't know. I
What do you think?
think
It was the beer can to the head.
yeah, he was concussed. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's just moves. I don't know, roster building wise, moves wise. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, a little of
Not
both.
sure.
You know, at some point the players got to be accountable too. You know, whoever you bring in and they're just not getting it fucking done. You got Uche, who's the other guy that was from the Giants that they brought in. They brought the guy from the
Oh,
Browns
that
in. It's
seems,
like
man,
these are low. You know, some of the signings were very low for sure. I can agree with that, but
man, it seems like
like Adoree Jackson's never been a killer, you know, in the corner. Although he's playing well the past couple games, so I can't really hate on him too much. But
yeah. I was thinking about the Slay thing, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think we necessarily if Adoree keeps playing, um, like he has been, I don't think there's a dire need to bring in Slay. I mean, sure for
sure,
depth, but then I don't know. Do you sit Adoree? I mean, say they release Slay. I mean, do you
I
really sit Adoree?
probably not.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you remember the LA Rams block field goal walk-off win?
No, huh? Is that the greatest show on turf?
No, earlier in this season. I thought about that the other day and I went, "Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
was that this season?"
Yes, I do
Like
remember that.
it feels like it just feels like a lifetime ago in
And
terms of
again,
this
you know,
NFL team.
some of those games are just squeak bys. We lose them games, dude. We're not even close to winning this division. You know what I mean? Like there was
Right?
games where we won in the last drive. Like that's one of them right there. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah, for sure.
you're just squeaking by. You know, a lot of this was masked by wins.
Yeah. And you say it's the NFL, a win's a win, whatever, but yeah, when you get to when you get to December and you're, unable to play offense, it's not week 3 where you're gonna figure it out or man,
Especially after 10 days off. You still can't figure it out.
I know what are they doing? I blame Hurts.
I
I think
never
I
know what
truly
Sirianni's
do.
doing back there. His office. The meatloaf. Never know what he's doing back there. Probably
I have no
sleeping.
idea. He says he doesn't sleep. I saw a clip on the Hard Knocks where he doesn't have time to like exercise or anything like that. He's so busy. He's so busy.
Jesus.
He's so busy blowing up inflatable holiday decorations in the locker
Jesus
room.
Christ. Here's something crazy. This isn't Eagles related, but Philip Rivers signs with the Colts.
I saw that. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
He doesn't want to walk anymore either.
Man, yeah, I don't know. So he was with Steichen and Charger and the Chargers back in the day, but I mean, is that the best option? He's been retired. He was eligible for the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah.
Like, it's been 4 years since he's been retired, and that's going to reset his clock as well. So
He's also got like 15 mouths to feed, so maybe he's got to retire and play, you know?
yeah, he's got a whole football team.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah. So okay, yeah, it wasn't good. We'll suffer through the end of the season, and then we'll watch a wild card loss. Um, Phillies, some Phillies news.
There we go.
Yeah, Schwarber's back. I think it's like a 5-year. I don't know them. I don't
150, I
know
think
them.
I saw.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, apparently there were other offers, so they had to guarantee the 5th year, and I think they had to bump up some guaranteed money for the
The
guy
only
to come
the
back.
only team that matched it was the Orioles. I think
Okay,
Pirates made an offer, and then the Reds made an offer. I think it was 5 years, 125. So obviously, you know,
right.
probably not going to go to the Orioles because they usually suck.
They wanted that hometown discount. Those Reds. That's what they
Yep.
wanted. I don't know how to feel about that. I
Ah,
think
I'm sick of it.
I think it proves that Dumbo and Middleton. I think they value they value some sold out June games where he's hitting multi-home run games and everyone's happy over actually winning a World Series. That's what it says to me. It was I think it's a very emotional signing to keep the fans happy. And because the window's closed, but they didn't want it to slam shut. That's my opinion.
I mean, there was definitely other ways you could have went around it. You know, you could have brought in a guy like I hate this take, but I'm just putting it out there. You know, you could have brought in the right-handed bat like Pete Alonso. There are some other moves you could have made to still.
I knew you were gonna say that when you
Dude,
said that.
I mean, I don't like Pete Alonso at all, but
Right.
I'm just throwing it out there. There was other ways to still stay relevant. You know what I mean, and fill seats, but you know, hell, maybe fucking Pete Alonso. You know, he doesn't die in the fucking playoffs. I'll tell you that.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I mean that pretty much eats up the cash, right? Like
I mean,
not that
I
there's
don't know.
not that there's like any sort of salary cap, but I mean, how much are they going to spend? What else can you do?
Since they lost in the playoffs, I've kind of just not paid any attention.
Yeah. Well, I think they had the winter meetings. I think that's when it all comes to a head. And they signed Thompson, extended him through 27. So if you were hoping for less of the same, you're getting more of it.
Yeah, they were talking about I think they are going to finalize this. What they were talking about is bringing in Don Mattingly for the bench manager,
Oh,
which I do like Don Mattingly. Maybe he'll
sure.
be able to get to fucking Thompson a little bit to make some changes when they need to be made earlier than what, you know, he fucking makes them. So
Right.
maybe there's potential there. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm just talking.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, they're keeping Schwarber in Philly, and I think they need to. I don't know. You got to. I mean, trade Bohm, trade
agree.
Stott. Get rid of one of these outfielders. You can't get rid of Turner. I mean, he's got like a 13-year contract. Figure out the outfield. If you can get rid of Casty, do that.
They're talking about Casty playing first base.
Oh, well, where's Harper gonna go?
I have no clue. I don't know if they were just asking him if he'd be willing to play first base. I think based on like trade.
Yeah, they're like, would you play first
traded.
base for the Twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And then maybe some prospects this year. We'll see. Is that crazy to even think
Doubtful.
that maybe one of these?
Yeah, I mean, trade Bohm for something, and you can bring Miller up to play third base, or you can, you know, I don't think you move Turner over, but you'll never see anything like that happen. It's just fucking waste of breath.
Yep, I agree. Well, any last thoughts? Chargers, Eagles, Phillies.
No, I mean, last night Embiid played, so that was nice to see.
Oh yeah, have you been keeping track of the Sixers?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they won last night or not because I was it last night I was watching? Maybe it was the night before, but I clicked off to watch football or something. I clicked off to watch something else. I don't know if they won, but I know Embiid had 18.
December.
So.
Oh, they lost to the Lakers.
That's
that
right.
was
That's
on
right.
the
Yeah,
7th.
the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yep.
LeBron had.
Now I remember. Yeah.
What can you do about that? I mean, the
Took
old
it
man
over.
just wants to come out and play.
So, whatever.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. We'll do a pregame pod for the Raiders. Hopefully, maybe we can catch Clayton on one of these broadcasts. But yeah, anything else?
Go Birds.
Go Birds.